Hey everybody, just got something fun to do here today. I played in a modern MCQ yesterday with 4-color Wurza. Did not go to the Pro Tour, unfortunately, but I did make top 16, which was good for half a box of Modern Horizons. And I was just going to bust these packs, but I figured who doesn't like watching packs get shredded? So if you're interested in that kind of thing, let's hang out and crack half a box of Modern Horizons. Gonna play the Renin 6 lottery with me. Ooh, starting with a foil Merit Lage. That's pretty hot. That'll be worth some dollars someday. Ooh, good start. Prismatic Vista right off the bat. I have 5 of these already, which is like the perfectly wrong number because I have a deck that plays 4 and a lot of decks want 2. So getting number 6 is a pretty big game. Nothing special out of the commons, uncommons. Got a Snow Swamp. It's nice when you hit on your regular rares, because the mythics are pretty much all hits these days. Forest and Unsettled Mariner. This gets some modern play with humans decks and spirits decks. Could do a lot worse than that one. Tribute Mage. I've seen this in Wurza decks. I'm not sure if it's good, but it is technology that exists. Non-foil Merit Lage to go with my foil one. Snow Island and Cordial Vampire. First brick of the box so far. Maybe someone will break the vampires in Modern. I hope they do, because I've opened a bunch of that guy. It's pretty reasonable and limited, but... Bear Token, Forest, and Endling. Don't think I have one of these. This is the black card in the Morphling cycle, the 20 years in the works Morphling cycle. So there is Morphling's the original, and there is Torchling, which was in Time Spiral Block, which is the red one. There is a white one that's actually a little bit playable. I'm forgetting its name right now. Maybe Brightling? I'm pretty sure there's a Thornling also that exists. And here's Endling. Finally, the black one that finishes the cycle. Years in the making, ever since Urza Saga. We've been working on the Morphling cycle. None of them ever lived up to the original. A foil elephant. It's nice that Wizards put foil tokens in packs. Just a little extra value on what you were going to get anyway. A swamp. Bashik Mons. I wish this was a draft, because this card is fun beatable. Talisman of Conviction, Goblin Matron, and Baron Moore, and Arkham's Astrolabe. The non-rares in this pack are hot. That was nice. A Rhinoceros with the art for Plague Carrier, or Plague Engineer, who is a carrier. And Dead of Winter. I think this card has a lot of potential. And it's a 3-mana Wrath of God, and those are hard to come by. So they're pretty cheap now, but if there's ever a deck for them, I could see them going up. Maybe a couple years out when people aren't shredding these packs for the mythics, the rares will start to creep up. Our first mountain. Ooh, our first foil too. Azra Smoke Shaper. Not quite the banger we're looking for in our foils. Then Winds of Abandon. I've seen this played in blue-white control in Modern. Oh, Scale Up, the new Infect staple. And some other Magic cards. Foil Zombie, get that foil token value. Island. Ooh, Mox Tantalite. Hopefully somebody breaks this, because this has eaten up a lot of the mythic slots in my boxes I've opened. So, Mox Tantalite in the pile. Carrion Feeder. Rest in peace, buddy. They banned all your best friends. Now relegated just to Legacy. He was too strong for the modern world. Ooh, a Planeswalker emblem. Sarah. In all my boxes, I've opened a lot of this set, and I have not opened a single Sarah. Not that she's particularly great, but... Nope. Deep Forest Hermit. That's a brick. Village, Vesperlark. The talismans all end up having value. Either casual or... Like, in older formats, you can power out a talisman with an Ancient Tomb or City of Traders on turn 1, and you can jump to 4 or 5 mana on turn 2. So, the talismans have all crept up over the years. The original cycle being from Mirrodin. Mirrodin had the ally colors. This set has all the enemy colors. Foil bird. We're hitting hard on these foil tokens. Ooh, Ayula's Influence. Not what I'm looking for. Though I did hear reports that somebody was playing an Ayula's Influence Life from the Loam deck at a modern MCQ earlier this month. They won at least one round because my friend played against them in round 2 after winning his first round. Island. Ooh, Yawgmoth. That's a nice one. At least for casual, if not actual constructed playable. Like, Yawgmoth is at a power level that there could be a deck for him someday. Like, all it takes is, like, one sweet creature to combo with him, or, like, something getting banned that slows down the format half a turn, and then these like, Golgari-based creature decks, these Abzan combo decks, could go off with something like Yawgmoth. Munitions Expert. Goblins lost in the top 4 of the MCQ that I won these packs at, and they had 4 of this card, of course. Bear Token, Little Masticore, and Force of Vigor. Alright, this one is an eternal staple. Just everywhere you can play it, it's getting played. It was part of the package that got Golgari Grave Troll finally restricted in Vintage. It was part of the package that got Hogak banned in Modern. Not that Hogak needed, really, a lot of help to get banned, but when the Hogak players figured out how to put Force of Vigor in their deck, my matchup with Urza went from can barely lose to can barely win based on the inclusion of this card. So, Force of Vigor, happy to get that one. Another Talisman. Ooh, double Talisman pack. That's hot. Someday those will be worth something. Just dollar bills. Savage Swipe. This card kind of redefined Pauper. It made Green Stompy just from a deck you can play to legitimate tier 1. This is essentially Searing Blaze, but for 1 green instead of red-red. So, anything that kills a creature while maintaining pressure is probably going to make it into constructed play. Construct Token. That's my favorite token in this set. My favorite one to make, anyway. Mountain, Foil Krosan Tusker. Over the years, I've probably owned more foils of this card than any other card. Like, I foiled out a deck long ago when this was first printed, and every set it's ever been in, like every Master set, every like Modern Horizons, I just keep opening foils of it. Just keeps coming back to me. Future Sight. That one's a brick. It's a powerful card, but it's not gonna get played. And it's been reprinted so many times, it's not going to be worth anything. Got 2 Cycle Lands, though, so that's pretty good. A lot of people, when they bust packs, like at the local game store, they'll just leave the non-rares in a pile on the table. And things like these Cycle Lands and the Talismans, like, you can pick those up. If you don't mind just, like, tucking them away for a year or two, they're going to be worth 50 cents to $1. So that's just value on the table. You don't want to drop that stuff and just forget about it. Foil Elemental. I'm sure I'll have a use for that. A Swamp and... Ooh, Collected Conjuring. I don't think this one's getting played anytime soon. Soul Herder, though. This card, currently a very playable deck in Modern. It can't beat Urza, which is kind of troublesome for a deck right now. I think Urza was the third most played deck in GP Ghent that just happened. So Soul Herder, good deck, but has some tough matchups. Got another Astrolabe. Until they ban Astrolabe and Pauper, I need as many as I can get, because it's just in every deck. I'm also playing it in Modern, obviously, and it's got some Legacy play, too. It's a powerful card. Elephant, an Island, Force of Virtue. So, I got destroyed on stream the other day by Mono White Squadron Hawk in Modern. They appeared to be just, like, straight-up white weenie, only basic planes for mana, and when they have Force of Virtue, that clock comes up pretty quick. Like, Squadron Hawk producing 2/2s instead of 1/1s is a serious change in business. So, watch out for this one. Maybe it's playable. Probably not. I've also seen Watcher of Tomorrow in the Bant Soul Herder deck. Like, this is a good source of card advantage. And I've also seen it make it into Legacy Food Chain. There's Bant Food Chain decks where you cast Watcher of Tomorrow for 2, you let the Hideaway trigger resolve, and then you exile it to your food chain, you net 1 mana, and you draw a card along the way. So it's a really cool piece of the food chain. Just work your way up that chain. Got 3 left. Come on, Ren and 6. Angel Token, Zebra Art, got a Plains, Aria of Flame. Alright, the Mighty have kind of fallen on this one with the demise of Phoenix with Faithless Looting's banning, but I still see it in like Storm sideboards or other sort of tempo-y decks. Like there's Thing in the Ice Aria of Flame decks that I see floating around, so still a playable card. Alright, let's do a quick check here. I think we only opened, oh no, we had 2 mythics with Yawgmoth and the Mox. Alright. I think we're likely... I'm no expert on distribution of print sheets, but I think we should get 1 more mythic, like, on average, in these next 2 packs. A Mountain, and there's our backup mythic. Finally a good one. Ranger Captain of Eos. This card... completely responsible for the existence of Mardu Death Shadow. You play the Ranger Captain, you search for a 1-drop, which is Death Shadow, and then you cast the Death Shadow. Then on your opponent's next upkeep, you sacrifice Ranger Captain so they can't cast any spells that turn. Then on your turn, you crunch with your Giant Shadow. Then you play another Ranger Captain or unearth the first one and just do that again. It's usually like 2 turns and they die. So Ranger Captain definitely leaving its mark in Modern. Last pack. We've already gotten 3 mythics out of half a box, but I'm still holding out hope for this Ren and 6. Got a Foil Goblin, a Plains, a Foil Chiller Pillar. Wouldn't Caterchiller have been a better name for this card? But my personal opinion. And Kaya's Guile is the final rare. Not quite what we're looking for, though. This card did win the MCQ I played in yesterday in the 5-color Niv Mizzet control deck. So watch out for that deck, apparently. Thanks for hanging out. This was just some fun. Hopefully you enjoyed busting packs with me. Make sure to hit the sub button. Follow me on Twitter. I do produce real Magic content for your enjoyment. Check out the rest of my channel. See you for the next thing. Bye.